What's up, guys? Welcome back to Euphoric Consciousness. Hope you guys are doing great today. It's been a wonderful, busy, productive day for me, and I wish that was upon you. If it's been negative, remember just everything is a mindset, so you have a choice to choose happiness over negativity. And we are all here for you, so comment down below if you need some encouragement or just words of wisdom. If anyone can help, comment on their post, and that's what community is for. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about this thing most people struggle with. So today, guys, I wanted to talk to you guys about why personal growth is extremely difficult, and there's three things that go with this. One is we're all programmed to want instant gratification. Okay, that's number one. Number two is discipline, and no one wants to be disciplined because it takes a lot of self-work and mental toughness. And number three is being honest with yourself. So let's get into these 3 points, and hopefully these three things can help you shape your life in a better way and get your life going the way you want it to go. So number one is instant gratification. We live in a society that's strictly oriented around consumption. So I mean, think about all the social media. I mean, when you're on social media, you're always being. When you're on social media, the amount of ads that come across your screen are endless. It's no more than just a marketing app for people to make money. I mean, obviously it's about the social aspect too. That's the mental thing. Is, I mean, it should be used for community and to allow people to peak your mindset, but it shouldn't be something where you're just flooded with ad after ad after ad, or just the thing that makes it even worse at times too is algorithms are literally designed to keep you on these social media websites as long as you possibly can. And I struggle with this too. I'm not going to come on here and pretend like I got this all figured out, or as if I'm some noble guy who can withhold myself from these temptations. Obviously I have my troubles, but for the most part I'm at a place in my life where I'm aware of I'm aware of this instant gratification that is specifically designed to keep us consuming, to really waste our time and to not be productive in exploring who we are as individuals, but also making this world a better place. So the first thing is always just being aware of instant gratification and how much it really is in our lives on an everyday scale, and how it seriously affects your mindset is a huge thing to understand too, because when you're just getting instant gratification with everything you want, the second you come to self-growth, it's almost impossible, because you're not met with instant gratification. You're met with something you've never experienced before. You're met with hardship. You're met with things that you didn't want to confront. You're met with things that take a lot of discipline to really get a hold of your life and to be able to progressively become better and better and better. So that's the first thing, is understanding that instant gratification is pretty much everywhere in your life, and being able to withhold from instant gratification and make the more difficult things more gratifying is really the key in becoming self-aware and having more self-growth. So going in with instant gratification is also discipline. So if you're not willing to have the discipline to be aware of instant gratification first off, then that's why you're in a state of limbo, is because you're not disciplined to the point where you're able to decipher if something that you're doing is instant gratification or something you purely enjoy doing that actually brings you benefits. So I've noticed that so many people in life really just struggle with the discipline aspect, and most people don't have the inner will to create the discipline that's needed to stay away from instant gratification. And people think discipline comes by individuals, but discipline is simply created through doing the hard things, making sure that the hard things that are being done ultimately create a joy and a positive end result in the end. So I understand how difficult it is to create discipline, but at the end of the day, I'm telling you that the discipline that you can have in your life is far more gratifying than really anything else, because when you're disciplined, you're able to take those voices in your head and really use them as assets rather than them being an annoying thought that continues to keep you in a depressed state, you know? Because I mean, it's crazy to me that people really, like, they will think about a negative scenario that happened to them weeks ago, and they just continue to stay on this topic for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. And I don't know why people don't see how negative that is. Like, you really just are feeding that negativity, and ultimately you're allowing yourself to let those thoughts control you when you really do need discipline to hey bud, so cute. You really do need the discipline and to really control your thoughts and to not allow the negativity to become your conscious mind. You know, I think it's extremely important to understand that we all live in different states, all individually, and now all those states are based on our discipline. If you're not a disciplined person, then most likely you're in a depressed state of mind, or you're just simply in a state of limbo. But if you're someone who's disciplined, you're at least on top of yourself and really taking responsibility and being honest with yourself on the things that you need to work out and the things that you need to do in order to become more successful. So really having the discipline, I mean, there's so many studies on discipline and what creates discipline, but at the end of the day, the only thing people overcomplicate it so much. They really do. Discipline is not hard. It's a simple choice that you make every single day, week after week after week. I mean, obviously there are things that you can do to create a better disciplined version of yourself, but overall you need to understand that discipline is merely just a simple choice of doing the thing. Discipline is simply a state of mind, okay? Discipline is getting up in the morning, taking a cold shower at 7 in the morning, 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning, whenever it is that you want to get up. Discipline is doing that every day for months to years and creating a consistent schedule that really produces the best results within yourself. That's all discipline is. Discipline is coming home after a hard day of work that you've already worked 9 hours to make videos for your brand, to make videos for your own personal content. That's discipline, and that's what breeds success. Because, like I said, discipline is not gifted. Discipline is simply created, and all of you have the means to create discipline to become the better version of yourself and have personal growth. So when you see all these videos on YouTube, right, talking about important steps to take for discipline, yeah, it might help you, but that's part of the consumption. That issue is so many people also watch personal growth videos, and they think by watching these personal growth videos something is switching in their mind, so it makes them feel productive, when in reality they're just consuming, which makes them feel good, which is ultimately just a massive dopamine hit or a dopamine high. So you can watch all the videos you want, bro, but at the end of the day, all that matters is if you take action. That's discipline. There's nothing else. There's no other sugarcoating what discipline is. Discipline is actually doing what you watch in the self-growth videos, such as this, is actually doing what I'm saying rather than doubting it in conversating with your thoughts after watching this video. Just become disciplined. Just do the damn things that you need to do, man. It's simple. It's really simple. And there's a problem with overcomplicating things nowadays, and I feel like part of my goal is to just make things so simple again. You know, I mean, there's steps that you need to take. Do this, do this, do this, do this. One of those steps is being honest with yourself, which is the third point. So one of the things that really struggled with me in the beginning of my journey was being honest with myself, and really not being cold with myself, but like telling myself, like, look, bro, you've been wanting this dream of yours for years, and you've been sitting on your ass playing video games, watching Netflix every day for months, almost years now. And I know all of you can relate to, not all of you, I'm not gonna say all of you, I know most of you can relate to that, because that's simply the society that we live in. It's simply the world that we live in, and depending on where you are in the world, I mean, obviously there's gonna be different circumstances, but the world that we all really live in right now is a digital age. So we have all these instant gratification videos giving us these dopamine hits, making us feel smart, making us feel good about ourselves, because we're watching personal growth videos, right? But being honest with yourself and telling yourself, man, you're kind of just like a wannabe person. Like, I'm not really anyone who's gonna take me seriously, because yeah, I watch these videos and I know that I know the trails and whatnot, but overall it doesn't mean you're actually walking the trails and taking the necessary steps to get to your destination. No one's going to follow somebody like that. And part of becoming that person you want to be in that sense is being honest with yourself, allowing yourself to be okay with being brutally honest, to create the necessary life that you want, to create the necessary version of you. That's the hard part. That also ties in with discipline, is being disciplined enough to be honest with yourself rather than lying to yourself. See, we often mix these roles because that's just the human mind. We're used to comfort, we're used to safety. So when we start getting in an uncomfortable situation, we start almost lying to ourselves, and we are not honest with ourselves, and we put these stories within our minds, and next thing you know, a month later, we're in the exact same spot. Our personal growth hasn't changed. We're simply still watching personal growth videos, reading books, yet we haven't taken action. We haven't been honest with ourselves. We're still going to instant gratification rather than restricting ourselves from that. We're restricting the dopamine that hits our brain every time we go on Instagram or Snapchat or whatever it is. So, I'll say one more thing really quickly. You simply have to be honest with yourself in order to produce the results that you're looking for. You have to be honest with yourself you have to be honest with yourself. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a like, give me a subscribe, comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Alright? Peace out.